Hi guys, this is what happened, but you weren't here so you missed it. I'm in the kitchen. Sean, how was your first day of summer school today? Excellent. Okay, I thought I'd just get that out of the way. If you recall yesterday, I was going to make baked ziti muffins. They're not really muffins, they're just in a muffin tin. And I couldn't find my cookbook, and today I found it. I highly recommend this cookbook, Muffin Tin Chef. It's not vegetarian, but it has a lot of good ideas, and in general, a lot of things can be adapted to be vegetarian anyway, so I doubt if I will actually make any of the things that are in here, you know, according to the recipe. I just get really inspired by seeing the combinations and stuff that they have in there. I never ever follow recipes, very rarely, only if I'm baking, and then sometimes I even switch it up, you know, with the right proportions, because you got to be careful when you switch up a recipe when you're baking, because it's that way for a reason. It's the science of it. That's why it works. So you have to pretty much stick to the correct ratios of dry and wet ingredients and eggs and all that. So it's a little bit different, but I was inspired by the, what was it? Let's see, macaroni and cheese muffins that were in there. But I had just made pasta yesterday, so I thought, I really want to make a muffin tin recipe today. So I am going to, this is totally my own recipe, I'm going to make rice balls baked in the muffin tin. Alright, so here's my muffin tin over here. It's not exactly a muffin tin, it's more of a dessert bar pan, but it's just a different shape. You can use any small muffin tin pan or big muffin tins, or, you know, mini ones that you want to use. So basically what I'm doing here is making a risotto. I already have my onions in here. I have one Vidalia onion that I just chopped, and I'm sauteing in some extra virgin olive oil. I'm adding 2 cups of the arborio rice, and I'm going to saute that around a little bit just to brown it off a little bit. And then you know the drill with risotto. You have to add liquid a little bit at a time, and it has to be boiling or near boiling, very hot. So I'm going to be adding some of this beef seasoning. It's not real because we're vegetarian. Well, at least I am. My husband is forced into being a vegetarian when I'm doing the cooking, because I'm not really cooking any meat. Occasionally I'll cook meat for him, but for the most part we eat vegetarian. So those 2 cups of rice are going to require 6 cups of stock or water or vegetable broth, or if you're not vegetarian you can certainly use you know, regular meat stock. Then after it's all cooked, the 6 cups is all absorbed. It's going to take a while, it takes longer than regular rice. You're going to add a little bit of butter and some Parmesan cheese, and then let that cool off. And then when we get to that point, we'll start thinking about the muffin tin. I'll show you what to do. Alright guys, I just got off the treadmill and I am dying right now, but I had to go on today because it's a little bit cooler. And I haven't been on for days. Oh, I had to catch back up on my exercise. I got to get back in the groove now that 4th of July is over and everything. Got to get back into the groove until September, and then I'm going to go hardcore again. Alright, so as you can see, my risotto is cooled. It's done. It's nice and gluey and just nice, soft. So I'm going to take my 1/2 cup scoop, and I'm going to try and do this as best as I can with one hand. It's not that easy with one hand. It would be a lot easier with 2. And I've already greased my tin over here. I'm just going to put this in the breadcrumbs, and very gently, so that it doesn't break up too much, I'm going to roll this around in the breadcrumbs and get it coated all over. Make sure you get a good coat of breadcrumbs on there, and then I'm going to put it in the muffin tin like that. Now I've got my mozzarella cheese over here already cut. That's pretty big. Alright, so I'm going to take this chunk and I'm going to shove it down as far as I can, because this is really going to bubble up a lot, because the cheese, when it melts, you know, it kind of expands a little bit and it kind of wants to run all over the place. So the best dam you could build there around it would be fantastic. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the breadcrumbs and put it on top too, so hopefully that'll get a nice crust on the top. So I'm going to finish filling the rest of this tin with 2 hands, and I'll show you before I pop it in the oven. Alright, there they are. They evolved a little bit as I was doing them because I've never done this before. I have no idea what the finished product is going to look like. I'm just, when I find out, you're going to find out. So some of these ones I tried to really shove the cheese in and like cover it with a little bit more rice so that it's more like a ball. So we'll see what works better. The one that's like a molten pool of lava over here, or the one that's more like a traditional, you know, rice ball. So we'll see what happens. We have both kinds there. So I'm going to pop that into my convection toaster oven for probably between 30 and 45 minutes at 350 degrees. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully it won't explode like Vesuvius. Who's the best husband in the world?
I am.
That's right. You just did the lawn and
Part of it.
it is very hot today.
It's hot and muggy.
So this is how they came out. They came out really well. They
It's like crumb cake.
kind of, yeah, doesn't it? It's not going to taste like crumb cake though.
I like crumb cake.
They actually took 45 minutes at 350 in convection. So I would think they would probably take a little bit shorter at a higher temperature, non-convection. What do you think? You're not a big fan of rice balls, but
No.
I am. I really like them. That's leftover mushroom quiche from the other day. So you can have that too. You've earned it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lots of fun tonight. Make sure you guys click right here if you want to see Mark and I talk about the Bachelor recap.
Is that tonight?
That's tonight. Well, it was last night if you're watching this video now, so make sure you click there. Alright, till next time.
Much love.